How we doing, people? It's been a while since my journey to jacked and rich update. Probably about, how long now? I think it was about 3 months ago that I did that video, or 3.5 months ago. And damn, we have come a long way. We're not in Thailand anymore. We're currently in Bali. We're sitting in a little meeting room at a cafe. It's about 8 o'clock. Got some nice scenery behind us. I thought it would be quite interesting to dive into what's happened over the last 4 months and how dramatically my life has actually changed as well. In the unlikely chance you tuned into the first one, you would have learned about I've just left the UK, looking to make some kind of online income, be able to train and live in the sun, get a nice tan, all that kind of good stuff. And it's safe to say we are very much on the way to living that dream life. You could even say that we're already living that dream life. You know, on a day-to-day basis, I'm working maybe 3 to 5 hours maximum, getting to train whenever I want, really, getting to be in the sun during the day, riding around on a like 150cc bike topless. There's not a lot more that I actually really want in place currently. I just want to keep living this life for a little bit, stack a little bit of cash, keep training, keep getting in better shape. And yeah, I've got a few things that I'm kind of working on at the moment, which I think could take my income to the next level, as well as being able to help other people out. My main things at the moment are just improving my sales skills, specifically in the solo niche, which I'm in, which we can dive into in a sec. But alongside also improving my sales skills, I want to keep improving my training. I'm currently training at Soma Fight Club in Bali, so I'm doing how many sessions a week? Maybe like 8 or 9 sessions a week, so doing some double days, having like a rest day here and there. Really great facility. I feel like I'm definitely up at the level of some of the guys there. They've got sauna, ice bath, great for recovery, hopping there straight after the session, and yeah, we're constantly feeling amazing. Diet's locked in, training's locked in, like we're lean, fast, not as strong as we used to be, but that's gonna happen when you lose some weight. Little coffee break. Can't be some caffeine. Life's just better when you're caffeinated, isn't it? But yeah, income-wise. So back in the UK, I was doing commercial solar for I started off doing cold calling, went up to residential solar, then commercial solar over 4 years. And I thought I would try pivot off into a different avenue for sales, try sell maybe like high ticket sales, which a lot of people do remotely. But somehow God put me towards doing solar sales again. But it's just, this is like levels above what I was doing before. So right now I'm working less, getting paid more, and at like the forefront of an up and coming business within the UK, which is really nice, instead of being stuck in, I was in like a really corporate business before. They got took over by a big like nationwide company, fucking team meetings, LGBT, fucking all of that. I was like, nah, I don't want any part of that. I want to go make some money. I want to train Muay Thai, get in the sun. So yeah, we're now working for a solar company. We're doing it all remote, so I handle everything like designs, pricing, call the lead, obviously talk them through it, talk through any questions they've got, do the full handover, boom, start to finish on the sales side. And the great thing is, I'm the only salesperson. So the beautiful thing is, I get the new leads, I get the referrals, I get everything coming my way, which means you got to perform as well, which I've been with them 2 months now. There is a little bit of like lead time at the start where it's like you got to build the pipeline. Solar isn't the fastest closing product out there, but it does close quite reliably. So usually you'd expect like 1 in 5 close rate for solo, which I'm already at, pushing towards 1 in 4. So I mean, over time, I want to be able to try and get that up to like between 1 in 4 and 1 in 3. That would be really nice to be able to be at that close rate. But income wise, this is where I'm really happy with where I'm at. So in the first 2 months, I've done about 10 grand. So yeah, 5 grand a month average, and that's only going to keep progressing over time as the pipeline builds up, as we start getting more leads because they're getting more jobs in, they can put more on marketing, more leads, more money for me, but more money for them as well. But yeah, being able to make 5k remotely, working 3 to 5 hours a day max is a really nice feeling, like being able to actually prioritize training, prioritize recovery as well. Like even though I'm working less, like those hours that I'm working are way more focused. I have so much more intent when I'm doing it. I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what I need to be doing right now. Fucking smash it out. And then yeah, just hop on some calls a little bit later on, just talk to people. Don't have to be doing any manual labor, can save that all for the kind of training that I like to do. Yeah, it genuinely is crazy how much life can actually change over a matter of like 4 months. I mean, a month ago I was still in Thailand, just starting to really progress with the sales and get like a proper system in place. But if we look back, say 6 months ago, that would be quite a good example. Where would 6 months drop us? That would drop us January. So where was I? I was in the UK. It was cold as fuck. I was working 8 to 9 hours a day, going into an office, barely getting any sun, and earning probably a bit less than I am now on a monthly basis. But I also had to pay like fucking 40-50% of that in tax. Which that's another thing I'm going to tackle in another video, about making sure that you get yourself set up right so that you're able to do the most with the money you earn. Because if you're earning say 8-9k but you're getting taxed half of it, then I could still be making more than you earning 5-6k, just because of how I've put the effort to get my tax set up right so that I'm paying the least amount as possible. I don't know if I should say that for legal reasons, but I might cut that bit out. Yeah, that's kind of the update for now. Where do I think life is going to go? I think I'll be in Bali for like the next 2-3 weeks, but I do want to get back to Thailand. I felt like Thailand was quite a good place to really knuckle down and just like really focus on working and training. I feel like I made the most progress there, but I think I've still learned a lot while I've been here in Bali, like living with people which are making like 15-20,000 a month. I've like just learned about a bit more about like the mindset behind stuff. And the cool thing is, everyone's just like normal people as well. Like these people making like 15-20k, there's nothing, like they're just hard workers. There's nothing that actually is like hugely different about them compared to like me and you, for example. They're just normal people at the end of the day that have took that leap of faith, which is such a main thing. Like I would not be here if I didn't book that flight to Thailand. So you got to take leaps of faith in life, because God favours the brave, or fortune favours the brave. Either one you want to look at. If you take a leap of faith, good things will happen to you. As long as you put in the hard work. Obviously, you can't just leave the country and then just start drinking for like weeks on end. That's not gonna help you progress. As long as you take the leap of faith and you're doing your actions every day to be able to move forward towards your end target, then it will pay off. It will pay off. You will find a way. If you put yourself in the position where you leave your stable job, move to the other side of the world, and you're waking up every day and you're doing those actions, it's gonna work out. Like, I just can't even picture how it can fail if you're doing the right things every single day to get you towards that target. Then you can't fail. You can't, like, if you're actually trying, my mind just can't even like comprehend how you can possibly fail if you're trying every single day towards your target. I'm trying to figure that one out. Yeah, life in six months' time. Where do we want to be? You know what? I kind of just want to be like what I'm doing now, but better. Like, I want to be making more sales, in better shape, maybe living in a nicer place. But there's not too much more that I actually want from where I am, which is probably something that I need to dive into to see exactly what I want out of life. But I think I've almost achieved what I kind of want. Like, I've got money coming in without having to absolutely brutalise my time. So I've got location freedom, I've got time freedom. I guess I don't have complete financial freedom, but I've got a sufficient amount of money where I don't have to stress day to day about where my next pay is coming in, or like budgeting, not being able to do what I want to do. So yeah, I feel like those are quite important ones to have, especially in your early 20s, being able to have location and time freedom. Or time freedom within reason. Obviously I still need to do stuff every day, but I guess life would feel a bit pointless if you don't really have anything that you have to do every day. Like, something that gets you out of bed. That's another thing actually that I've realised since I left. Back home, I would always just want to like stay in bed in the morning and be like, oh, I've got to wake up. And now is a privilege to be waking up every day and living the life that you used to see online, that used to be like something you imagine, something you picture, something that you hadn't experienced yet. And now I'm waking up every single day, living in a country halfway, literally the other side of the world. Walk outside, it's sunny, there's a pool, make some money, go train, go down the beach, ride around on a bike topless. Life's fucking good. Yeah. Can't wait to, I'm gonna help some of you guys out, and yeah, hopefully this video gets some viewers, inspire some people to just take that leap of faith. Just get out of your comfort zone. Book some flight. Just find a skill that you're looking to learn. Sales is really good, especially at a younger age. You don't have to have the full intensity of running and growing a business, but you still get a decent income from it, especially if you set your tax up right. You get to learn about managing leads, pipeline. Obviously, you've got the sales skills as well, which is always going to stick with you. And if it's commission only, then you get paid purely on your performance instead of just getting money for doing the same old stuff, whether you do better, whether you do worse. It's all round fucking really good one to get into. And following on from that, specifically solar sales, I think it is so underrated. I think, especially in the UK, I think it's such an untapped potential, especially being in it myself for the past 4 years. Everyone else, and it seems to be over 30, and I've been looking online and there's not really anything about hopping into UK solar sales as a, not career, but as an opportunity as a younger person, because we've got the advantage, we're more tech savvy. We've got AI that we can be using. I'm using AI to speed up my work process so much that I'm probably making more than a lot of these other solo sales reps, and have like using way less hours just because I've set it up in like such a perfect system. You just using ChatGPT as well. Obviously I'm reading through everything, make sure it fits my tone, but being able to lay out all the information for the customers in a nice format for them to read, because your main thing is making sure that the customer feels understood and they have complete clarity on what they're actually going to be getting, which a lot of these other sales reps can't do, especially the old ones that haven't adapted to the new age of sales, especially in the solar industry where people are so, so skeptical of companies, thinking that all of the solar companies are bad. You've just got to be able to separate yourself from everyone else. Just use the expert frame, something I'm going to jump into in another video. But yeah, that's been it. I want to do some day in the life stuff. I want to start pumping out some of this more of this YouTube stuff. I'm gas for life, and where it's going to be taking me. It literally leaving the UK 4 months ago. It feels like 4 years, and this is what everyone that I speak to says as well. Like, it's almost like every single month that you're gone from the UK or wherever you've left as your hometown, that's like 1 year of character development. Sorry about that. Yeah. But yeah, main thing, fortune favours the brave. Take that risk, take that jump, and it will pay off. I promise you, it will pay off. Boom!